Hi, my name's Nick from Educational Greenhouse, and welcome to a Jitsi tutorial. For a lot of our workshops, we use Jitsi, and so I would like to show you as a workshop facilitator. If you get a link to one of our Jitsi rooms and you're putting on a workshop, then I'd like to show you how that works. All right, so perhaps you have something like this, a program to one of the conferences, and you have some kind of links. Maybe you got the link via email or something like that. Then you would just click on the link. I'm going to click on one right here. This is a link that will take us directly to a Jitsi room. So our Jitsi rooms that we have on our server, they are password protected. So you're going to have to click on this button saying that you are the one organizing this Jitsi room. You're the workshop facilitator. And once you click on there, then it is asking for your username and password. So we're going to enter that. And then we enter the room. It's very possible that you'll be asked whether you can give your camera and your microphone permission, or maybe up here in the bar, for instance, you'll have to change some settings or give them some permission. That always depends on the situation, depends on the browser. It's very important that you use a Chromium browser. So Chrome or Microsoft Edge are excellent choices for that. If you're using an Apple device, then it's best to use the Safari browser. All right, so now you're all logged in, and I'm in this room alone, but I'm still going to take you through all of the different possibilities. So down here on the left-hand side, you have the possibility to open your chat. Then the chat window will open up on the left-hand side, and everybody else who's in the room also has the possibility to open up the chat, and that's a good way to communicate with each other during a larger workshop. So we'll close that again. Right here, you have the possibility to kind of raise your hand, and you see in the little picture up to the top right, and if you're in a different modus and you see everybody's pictures, then you'll also see the little hand raised in the top left of their picture, and you can click it again so that the raised hand goes away. Also down here to the left, you have the possibility to share your screen. When you click on there, then you have different opportunities. You can share your screen, or you can share a certain window, or I'm using Chrome, so I have the possibility to share a Chrome tab. It's important here that, for instance, if you want to share your screen, that you really click on that screen before you then click on this blue button to share. Same thing if you're in a certain window, you really need to click on that window before you're able to share your screen. So if you do that, I'm going to go ahead and share one thing here. This is a Chrome tab. So if I share this with everybody, then I also have the possibility up here to stop the sharing. Stop it, and then I would go back, click up here. This is also maybe another important point. If you are in another tab, for instance, this is what's meant up here. You have different tabs open, and so here we have the Jitsi Meet tab. So I'm going back to Jitsi. Okay, here in the very bottom middle, if somebody's having trouble hearing you or they can't see you, then this is perhaps the possibility. Right now, I don't have my camera running. In this case, I'm using my camera for this in order to run this right now. So I can't activate my camera right now. And sometimes you'll have different cameras. If you push the little arrow here, you can select a different camera. For the microphone, it's the same thing. We can click down here. You have the different options. I have lots of different microphones to choose from. And I also have different possibilities for my speakers as well. So I can click here to mute myself, and click here again, and now you're able to hear me. So over here to the bottom right, you have the possibility to invite other people to this group. This is one of the easiest ways to just copy the link. It's all run in a browser. So that's the easy part. If they have the link, then pretty much anybody can join. But maybe you don't want everybody to be able to join. That's why it's important. This button here, this is for security. You can activate the lobby right here so that people who try to join are in a lobby, and you'll see that they're waiting, and you'll have the choice whether to take them in or not. So you also have the choice to create a password for your Jitsi room as well, and that would also be right here. So then we have these little 3 dots. These are further settings that you can look into. I'm not going to go into too many details right here. If you want to share a YouTube video or you want a full screen mode, these are different possibilities. And also there's an additional settings button here. Go ahead and take a look at that. That is one possibility to change your camera. So, and then in the settings, that my microphone and my speakers here, I also have the possibility to change my name, and also, yeah, a few other options here, choose the language and so forth. This is also an area where you have the possibility of signing up. So if you enter a room and it's already open, then you will not be a facilitator and you won't have some options. And this would be a place where you can actually sign up. If you have the sign up information, the username and the password, you could do this right here, and then you would become a facilitator in this Jitsi room, and you would have some other options that the rest of the participants do not have. All right, so now I've joined with a second device, and so you can see both of us. And I did this to show that that on the one device, I am the facilitator and I'm signed in, and that's why there's this little star in the bottom right-hand corner. On the other device of mine, I'm not signed in, and so this is not available. Now I have options when I'm moderating this as a facilitator. Then on these 3 little buttons, I have the possibility of throwing somebody out. So if they're actually causing problems, that's a possibility. I can send them a private message. I can also turn them into a moderator, into a facilitator. And if they're the ones who are supposed to be speaking, then this button's quite nice too. So I can mute everybody else. So if it's a larger group and we just want one person speaking, then I go to the speaker and then I click on this one. Or if it's one person that maybe forgot to turn off their microphone, I also have the possibility of muting them. So that's pretty much all you need to know about Jitsi. There's no additional whiteboard that's used here. We don't have breakout rooms, a lot of other things. They keep Jitsi very, very simplistic, just for people to come together and have a video conference or to be able to hear one another. And that's why we tend to use the tool Miro, which is a digital whiteboard. You can also take a look at some of our videos, and we also have how-tos with using Miro. All right, thank you so much for checking in and watching this tutorial. Take care, bye-bye.